When we think of prehistoric life, we tend to imagine dinosaurs roaming around lush green jungles. But our planet hasn't always been this way. In fact, during much of its history, Earth was a frozen wasteland. And yet, life still found a way to not only survive but thrive in such harsh conditions. From the bizarre creatures of the Arctic Circle to the weird animals that made their homes in volcanic vents, here are 5 prehistoric animals from extreme environments. First, we have to look at Smilodon fatalis, also known as the saber-toothed cat. You might be surprised to learn that saber-toothed cats didn't go extinct until just 10,000 years ago. That means they were alive when humans started building pyramids and cities. They were also alive when woolly mammoths roamed North America. Smilodon fatalis got its name because it had incredibly long canine teeth, which it used to slice open the throats of its prey. These teeth looked like scimitars and could reach lengths of up to 30 centimeters. But despite their size, saber-toothed cats were very agile. They could easily leap over large animals and deliver powerful bites before their prey even knew what hit them. Scientists say that these cats likely hunted in packs, taking down huge beasts such as bison and mastodons. Saber-toothed cats lived all across the Americas, but today, they are gone forever. Moving on, let's look at a strange creature called a sultry ovinator. This animal may have looked like a cross between an alligator and a whale, but it was actually a type of mosasaur. Mosasaurs were giant marine reptiles that lived during the Cretaceous period. They were the apex predators of their time, and would have easily killed any animal unlucky enough to get in their way. However, that wasn't easy. The oceans were filled with other gigantic monsters, such as megalodons and plesiosaurs. So mosasaurs had to fight tooth and nail for every meal. To give you an idea of just how fearsome mosasaurs were, they grew to lengths of over 15 meters and weighed more than 45 tons. That makes them almost twice the size of today's sperm whales. Sultry ovinator lived in what is now the southern part of the Atlantic Ocean, where it fed on fish and squid. It also probably ate other mosasaurs. After the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event, mosasaurs went extinct. But their fossils can still be found all over the world. Next, we have to look at a truly bizarre creature called hallucigenia. When paleontologists first discovered the fossils of hallucigenia, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Its head looked like a pair of tongs, and its body was covered in spines and tentacles. It literally looked like someone had stitched together parts of different animals and created a monster. But hallucigenia wasn't a monster. It was simply a bizarre but beautiful animal that lived in the oceans during the Cambrian explosion. During the Cambrian explosion, most of the major animal phyla that exist today first appeared in the fossil record. This was a time of rapid evolution, and hallucigenia was one of the most unique creatures to evolve during this time. It's believed that hallucigenia used its tentacles to capture prey, and its spine acted as a skeletal support structure. Fossils of this animal have been found in Canada, China, and the US. And although it died out over 500 million years ago, its legacy lives on in the weird and wonderful animals of today's oceans. Now let's move on to something much more terrifying. Meet Titanoboa. If you thought the largest snakes alive today were scary, then you'll probably have nightmares after hearing about Titanoboa. Titanoboa was a genus of giant snake that lived in what is now North America. It was 13 meters long and weighed 1,100 kilograms. That's almost as long as a blue whale and almost as heavy as an elephant. Titanoboa was so big that it would have been impossible for it to move around easily. It likely spent most of its time slithering through swamps and shallow waters. These giant snakes would have had a massive appetite and likely ate almost anything they came across. They may have even hunted crocodiles. Until recently, scientists thought that Titanoboa went extinct 40 million years ago. But a new study has revealed that it may have lived until just 36,000 years ago. That's younger than many animals that are alive today. Some people have even claimed to see Titanoboa in the Amazon rainforest. Could these sightings be true, or is Titanoboa truly extinct? Finally, we have to look at one of the strangest animals ever to live on Earth, Ambulocetus. Ambulocetus lived 49 million years ago in what is now Pakistan. At the time, Pakistan was located near the equator. But over millions of years, the land has shifted, and the country is now in the northern hemisphere. Ambulocetus had a very unusual appearance. It had the head of a crocodile, the body of a whale, and the legs of a dog. It looked like someone had stitched together parts of different animals and created a monster. But Ambulocetus wasn't a monster. It was a bizarre but beautiful animal that was perfectly adapted to its environment. Ambulocetus was a carnivore, and it hunted fish, birds, and small mammals. It also probably ate other Ambulocetus. This animal was about 6 meters long and weighed around 450 kilograms. It was also incredibly fast, which allowed it to hunt a wide variety of prey. However, Ambulocetus is no longer with us. Over millions of years, the Earth has changed and there are now no animals that are similar to Ambulocetus. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Which of these prehistoric animals was the most amazing? The saber-toothed cat, the mosasaur hallucigenia, the titanoboa, or the Ambulocetus? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for more videos about prehistoric animals. With that said, let's move on to the next video. Now you need to watch. Huge prehistoric animals that are still with us today, or have a look at this. Most dangerous prehistoric animals that ever lived.